Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201. And today we're going to talk about Tim Pool still dressing like an ugly basement dweller and Andrew Schulz's comments on why he's now, quote unquote, conservative. First, here's the thing. Once again, for whatever reason, people keep thinking I'm some MAGA guy or whatever. I am not at all. Next, let's just go into the Tim Pool nonsense of it all. Tim Pool was given one of those new media press badges today at the White House and allowed in the press briefing room. I have zero problem with that. I do think the new media people should be given press badges. That is not the issue here. The issue is you are at the White House. You should dress like an adult. For those of you who do not know, but you can see in the picture of the podcast episode cover, Tim Pool likes to dress like an ugly homeless loser. He wears the same oversized blue shirt, hoodie, and beanie. Now, look, Tim Pool is obviously an unattractive man. It's very simple. I have no idea if this guy fucks, dates, whatever. That's not for me to decide. But I do know if you are at the White House, you should dress like an adult and behave like an adult. Okay. And this is my same issue with Elon Musk. I don't care who you are. And fucking Zelensky as well, who wore his fucking finest Lululemon to the White House. This nonsense since the COVID era of people dressing like shit into going to places that matter is disgusting. First of all, Tim, you are a multi fucking millionaire. Okay, I have no idea if you're balding and that's why you wear that stupid fucking hat. You can go to Turkey, you can sign up for hymns, you could fix your hair issue within 6 months. I don't know why you want to dress like an ugly homeless fucking loser, but for whatever reason, you do. And that's fine to host your own show. Fine, whatever, I get it. But you are at the White House. Wear a suit, look like an adult. You look like white trash doing this, okay? Elon Musk also fucking stupid wearing the fucking MAGA hat and some like dark MAGA t-shirt. Wear a suit and tie if you are at the White House. Okay, this fucking San Francisco tech crypto bullshit of dressing like shit and going everywhere looking like shit is stupid and is playing a fundamental flaw in why a lot of these quote unquote right-wingy guys, the far right, not the center right, can't get any women. How you look is how you judge yourself. I always look amazing. I am a self-serving narcissist and I like to look amazing in every fucking suit because I like to get attention from everybody. I like to get complimented on my suits because I know if you look important, people treat you like you're important. If you are going to go in fucking sweatpants, a fucking hoodie, and a beanie to the fucking White House, you are white trash. Okay, and you deserve all the ridicule you're going to get. You are not fucking cool. You're not sticking it to the man. You look like shit, and everyone in America is going to think you look like shit outside the fucking trailer park people. It is just, I don't understand how you are a multimillionaire and I know Zuck and all the other fucking tech losers also dress like shit. You don't have to wear a fucking suit. Well, at the White House, yes, you should be wearing a fucking suit. Can you imagine if Donald Trump or Hospice Joe wore anything else but a suit at some important event? They went to a meeting with another foreign leader in fucking Lululemon sweats like fucking Zelensky. See, I am consistent on the boy. Elon, Zelensky, and fucking Tim Pool all dress like fucking shit. Buy a suit. Maybe one day someone will slide in your DMs who's not a 300-pound whale. Like I don't understand the people who are his fan. I understand if you're a right-wingy guy, but like Ben Shapiro and Charlie Kirk and the other right-wing figures dress like adults. They all wear designer suits. They dress very fucking well. Just for reference. So this is not like right-wing people don't dress well. This is a Tim Pool is a fucking slob and cannot dress. Anyway, now that we're done, my rant with Tim Pool, who should learn to fucking dress. I mean, come on, Sagar. Insult this guy. Really hope you insult this guy on tomorrow's Breaking Points. Next, Andrew Schulz's comments on why he's now a conservative. Now, look, I've been fucking talking about the problem with masculinity in the Democratic Party. Okay, this is a thing. I said my separate issue, right? Andrew Schulz said he's now conservative because on the Republican side, you can say anything you want, whereas the Democrat side, they badger you, they want you to use the pronouns and all the bullshit. And that part is true. But also on the right wing side, you have fucking creepy religious people that are so obsessed, that the dinosaurs are not real because they were not in the Bible and all the other bullshit. And I understand, yes, Trump quote unquote fucks. And I understand there's an issue right now with the I have a whole rant I wrote, so I'm just gonna read the rant, okay, and just understand. Okay, there is an issue here because it showed in the 2024 election, right? The Democratic Party is increasingly viewed as an anti-male party, unless you're a certain type of man, right? The activist slash base wing of the party tends to shut down anyone who doesn't fit the mold of a Tim Walz, a Harry Sison, or a John Lovett. Okay, any display of like traditional masculinity or intensity is instantly labeled as toxic, misogynistic, you're a Nazi, blah, blah, blah. Amazingly, Sarah McBride on the Pod Save Dork podcast was mentioning this, how like a lot of men are with you with 80% of the issues, right? But the 20% seems to be where the purity activist part get really mad. Like, I don't believe in men and women's sports. I want the blanket ban. I am very much okay with fucking mass deportations. I also do not think you should be sending people to El Salvador, and there should be due process. But also the Lincoln Riley Act, which I fully support, was to make it easier to deport illegals by if you're just charged with a crime, which is law now with the Lincoln Riley Act, you can just fucking deport them, okay? But not just send people to fucking El Salvador, deport them to their country of origin. And I understand right now, maybe there's an issue with Venezuelans are not being shipped to Venezuela because Venezuela doesn't want to take the Venezuelans back. You know what? Then fine, leave them in the fucking Louisiana Supermax ICE detention thing where you're holding like the student visa people, okay? Look, yes, Trump is bad. But if Democrats keep elevating the most cringe-inducing male voices to speak for them, they're going to keep losing people. Because right now, I think they've lost. You're about to be at the stage where you lose like the Stephen A. Smith and Bill Maher. I know people are mad because Bill Maher went to fucking dinner with Trump and all the other bullshit. But look, I think Tim Walz is a fucking loser and not someone I aspire to be. I fucking hate John Lovett, and I think John Lovett is a fucking loser for wearing skirts on fucking late night TV. So no, John Lovett is not who should be speaking for men in the Democratic Party. Tim Walz is a fucking cringe fucking loser, okay? The Democratic Party is at a crossroads. If they lose the Stephen A. Smith types, good luck winning election because right now the Democratic Party still has no message beyond we're not Trump. Yes, tariffs suck. Yes, you should not be sending people to El Salvador. Yes, Trump has destroyed the economy. Yes, we'll probably be in a recession by summer. But what is the Democratic message? Because right now, and I see this with the Pod Save dorks and Gavin Newsom's bullshit pivot, who are trying to quote unquote win back men and pivot or whatever, right? I know they detest anyone who fucking listens to Theo Von or listens to Joe Rogan. They're only okay with Joe Rogan right now because he's criticizing the El Salvador no due process thing, which is fair. But you're still mad that he says retard. Oh, well, like you want these purity police lame soy boys to be the messenger of the party. Fuck Harry Sison. Also, like, good for David Hogg on his whole, I want to primary everyone over 75. Smart fucking move because I do think, first of all, 2 Democrat members who are over 70 died in the last 60 days. So if you are drop dead at any moment old, which is most of the fucking Democratic caucus, you should not be fucking running for election in 2026 or 2028 if you are a fucking senator. Nobody gives a shit about you. You are fucking old. So Clyburn, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie Sanders, Chuck Schumer, the fucking guy that AOC lost to in the fucking oversight committee, all of you get the fuck out. Go to your retirement home. Get the fuck out. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say. You were old and beyond your fucking time, okay? And I was listening to Raging Moderates with Scott Galloway and Jessica Tarlov, and they were having this debate about this. And I'm sorry, Jessica, I like you very much, but you're right. You have to smash a hammer to the entire system in both parties, okay? This is the bullshit. Because if Democrats win in 28, if I win in 28, it's not rebuild the fucking broken-ass system Hospice Joe had, okay? No. It is make an entire new system with less fucking regulations, not things that the annoying fucking women's study activists in Bushwick and NYU and the pro-Hamas rallies enjoy, okay? Right now, the Democratic Party is just not a welcoming place for men because if you're a guy who likes to fuck and a little bit misogynistic or a little bit toxic, which all men are, which you should fucking let us be, guess what? You want to keep shrinking your coalition till you're the most annoying, pure, shaved head, green hair vegan who's like, I care about every imaginary third world country. Congrats. You will never win elections because I think the men who now will vote Republican will have a better chance at changing the Republican Party. And as the annoying religious people die out, you do realize you just will not win with this thing because guess what? most men under 45 now do not want to vote for Democrats because of the fucking annoying activists who get elevated. I'm sorry. Tim Walz, fucking Harry Sison, John Lovett are not fucking aspirational masculinity, or fucking Kamala Harris's husband and all these other fucking losers. They're not, okay? And this idea like you're not allowed to mention men. Men are bad, right? All men are evil and blah, blah, blah. Believe all women, all the other bullshit. Like, you reap what you sow, okay? And by the way, since there's no such thing as any good communication strategist on the Democratic Party who is a male under 35, and the ones who are fucking soy boy men who can't interact with the Barstool people or Theo Vaughn or anything. They get trigger warning. Oh my God, you said retarded. You're a bad person. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it is bullshit. So, like, listen, I know like Tim Miller was attacking Andrew Schulz for the thing, but the men who now will vote Republican, provided like, Trump does not send us into a fucking depression, which is the only way these people will vote for a Democrat again. But if you think a woman fucking candidate is going to fucking make men want to vote for you because it's a woman's turn and all this other bullshit, it's not. Because guess what? The average person views the Democrat as an anti-male party unless you are fucking the most feminized man, a soy boy, or fucking gay or trans, or all the other fucking identitary issues that the Democrats want to cater to, except for men, right? Because everybody matters in the Democratic Party except men, because men are the problem that caused all of society's problem or whatever bullshit, because that's what Organizer Meme says and all the other annoying fucking activists who are like, my pronouns are this and this and this. Okay. Well, anyway, that's been everything in Authentic with Brazil 201. Tim fucking Pool, learn to fucking dress like an adult. Okay.